There's a lot of rage in my soul, but I hide it. And to my friends, thank you very much. And this time around, it's nothing but love. I'm more sure than microphones, more live than cultures, more ready than ever to attack you fucking vultures. You on my flesh, us nice, something to give and tight. Put you whack rappers on my track just to kill my hype. Should I compare thee to a summer's day? You're more a summer breeze, so blow the fuck away. Born narrow-minded, school of Einstein. Too bright for the shadows I had to jive with. So Mr. Teacher, remember me? And may I take this moment to say fuck you thoroughly. Above the clouds like a summer and his flight crew. Blow you up cause our plane don't like you. So when I precipitate on your parade, just remember what antics had to say. So when I precipitate on your parade, just remember what the fuck I had to say.
I told my friends I would dance with the wind. I told them all thank you much. I told my world you're here for me. I told them all leave me be.
So if you like what I say when I say it, put your hands up. And if you don't, put your fucking hands up. And if you're all about the money, please stand up. Well, fuck you, I hope you go bankrupt. And if you think you are sick or drink more liquor, trust me, I'm the only face in the mirror. And if you love antiques, don't do a thing. Look, the world loves me, and so it begins. UK, put your hands up. USA, put your hands up. Jordan, put your hands up. Australia, put your hands up. France, put your hands up. The whole world, put your hands up. Bobby Rich, put your hands up. Yeah, put your fucking hands up.
I told my friends I would dance with the wind. I told them all thank you much. I told my world you're here for me. I told them all leave me be.
Dare you interrupt the monkey man doing a funny dance? You ain't from my fam. You ain't a fucking summer of the son of Sam. Your grandkids a treadmill working modern day running man. You're from the scum of the sand. You're the sum of a number that you would never understand. A fall for that, such a scam. Bet $100 grand that I could touch you. Like boop, ooh, reconstruct you. Undead Kennedy, somewhere the enemies just for the fashion of it with a blood red accessory that will not match the pillbox hat. Let it be the magic bullet theory that'll blow your mind like literally a fin to blow. Kick in the dope, begin the killing each and every single one of the indigo children must not be taller than this sign here. If they be any taller than sign here. If you need any water, it's right here. Come get a little from the middleman in white gear. We don't all bleed red. I've seen tar black sludge pouring out the back of a fiend's head. Blue-blooded Americans too stuck up with arrogance and notice the mules fucking the elephants. True revolution is intelligence. This ain't the motherfucking Wild Wild West.
My apologies for synthesizing intuition. I swear to God it wasn't my fault, but I'll still fix it. I wish no harm upon another like it's euthanasia. Only in love will we rediscover human nature. I'm feeling sick, somebody please bring me a cup of milk. I want the kind of seen up on the sign while on my way to work. A couple pills will probably do the trick, Condad. Nah, fuck that. I want a proper breath pulled from my diaphragm to calm my anxious organs and arouse the ancient eye within. Leviathan has been raised from the dead. If you look into your head, it's evident in the environment. Let the tires spin, eyes roll, burn rubber holes into the ozone. Clones who never knew their mother. Fighter on demand supply, slowly needy weaning, completely shy of any chance to find some peaceful meaning. Now dance, you dirty little puppet show. Destiny to find is like the bullet in the gun you hold. Now hit the mark, finish what you start. Go to the market, get some seeds to plant a garden in your yard. Get off your ass and get a house. Get a bank account, a little baby and a spouse. Get a job, get a dog, get a bone. Die fast, live slow, feel alone. High class.
Time lapses and it's a silent death while another proper noun tries to fit inside my chest. We put flowers on our own grave, symbolize the death. It's ironic and poetic in a sense. I listen to the storm sigh, war like Christ. It's a sight for sore eyes and poor eyesight. This just might distort my whole short light bliss. If the light from your sky is more like pitch black, out with me while I'm fading from the jack dance, pulling on the white flag, hanging me in half mast. I got the blues, staining all the crack glass red, all the bad jokes, training for the last laugh. So stand back like I'm bearing blood. But I don't throw my hands up cause I care too much about a world that's so fragile that I'm scared to touch. I got a tendency to break what was meant to be awake. Wait, now is one brave enough to come hate the mundane that some say it's love? We're in this machine and it's unsafe to trust. We're mechanical, that's why our blood tastes like rust. Some may get just, but they're marketing the zeitgeist. Penny for your thoughts if it's offered at the right price. Day of the dead, opposite of nightlife. Pray that instead you'll be caught up in the bright lights.
When I was young, I was a single-celled amoeba. Then I learned how to go to war over ideas. Now I'm in the stripping Mother Earth of her resources, waiting for the day that today's considered prehistoric. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written in my genetic code. Standing on my last limb, survived by a naked rush. This story was written. I don't want to, but if I have to, I'll make a big mistake. There's no judge or jury when you're looking adrenaline in the face. Years of refinement to make this machine. I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability. My body as my armor will protect my brain from bruising. Even though it secretes its poisonous power, I almost lose it. Vomit inducing, diluted in the blood. Cause if I ever got a full blast, the rush would be too much. In his grown-up voice, you can feel the quiver when you shake his hand. You can give or take, it's no one else's choice. One day you have to quit running and take a stand. And all the flags that have mass, part heavy heart, part pain in the ass. I was trained not to think, just react. Sometimes when a person goes that far, they're never coming back. Maybe we'll evolve to a point where fear is an experience is no longer instinctual, but rather an emotion we use to enrich our understanding of why our human ancestors killed each other when they could have loved each other. One day we'll be holding hands instead of grudges. We'll eliminate our territorial circuits and know what love is. One day we'll be holding hands instead of M16. Till then every human being is controlled by the fight.
One, two, three.
I fell in love with this fish, she got caught in my mesh. Treading water on the surface of the bottomless depths, I guess. A diamond's nothing but a rock with a name. Took it to the pawn shop off of Providence Lane. The song solemn, sweet, sinful. Serpentine dug a ditch for my severed head and fled the murder scene. Saw me making progress, saw me do my thing. Subtle magic that could turn a peasant to a king. Saw me drift gently down a stream in a dream state and reawaken with a child's smile and a clean slate. Don't say something, touch a nerve, make a mean face. We would argue every day for a week straight. They say it's all for the best, I don't disagree. She's throwing shit at me, I'm screaming like Kid Capri. Sweet misery, physically sick, heedless. Let me live my life how I see fit. I saw the light that day, like we don't ever have to live our life that way. Salome, lead me down the right pathway.
Take my head, watch the light cascade. You suffer, you cope, you move, you shake. You fall in and out of love. You play the game, you make mistakes. You split, you break, you find what you're looking for and move on. New day, new dawn, you were gone too long. Love is a very strange thing. Amputate the limits, infected with gangrene. My queen shook me out of dreams, something's out of place. She said it's for the best and vanish without a trace. We're all trying to self-awaken or let ourselves go. Self-medicate, self-indulge and self-loathe. I was somewhere in the second circle when hell froze. Lost all control of self, moving in stealth mode. Right place, right time, bright lights, white lines. Everything's great, everything's great. Clean slate drifted gently down the stream. Dream state, everything's great, everything's great. You're a universe, but you don't know your own depth. Time we shed our old flesh and cover this nest. We're in the home stretch. Some people got heads like Olmecs and hollow eyes for crows to peck till the ego dies a slow death. I'm making progress, see me do my thing. Subtle magic that could turn a peasant to a king. See me drift gently down the stream in a dream state and reawaken with the child's smile and the clean slate. I saw the light that day, like we don't ever have to live our life that way. Salome, lead me down the right pathway. Take my head, watch the light cascade. You suffer, you cope, you move, you shake. You fall in and out of love. You play the game, you make mistakes. You split, you break. You find what you're looking for and move on. New day, new dawn. You were gone too long.
Just as the last of the haze cut the day, the threshers were resting, gelding slow in his gait. The sun's work is done, but he's still flush in the face. Across the west sky spreads an inky black stain. Never so sparrow you've never seen. Never so sparrow you wouldn't believe. I'm sitting in a stream of petite passerines, swiftly eclipsing Helios' beams. My wife oblivious, whistling, snapping beams. Witness a sight mine eyes never seen. Never so sparrow spelling my name. Never so sparrow flawless display. Airborne ballet, the swarming songbird spell my name, quite deftly expressed by massing each letter's shape. In this they confess they suffer from hunger pains, and the failure to feed them the taste would lead them to lay waste to my hay. So never so sparrow shaking me down. Never so sparrows committing racketeering. Knowing the cost if I lost my cross. The thought of my wife packing bags and running home. No choice is left, my heart sank in my chest. On an exhaling breath I shouted, honey, we're having guests, I guess. Never sold a sparrow, eating all my food. Never sold a sparrow, drank all my booze. Never sold a sparrow, didn't do no damn dishes.
to know me, hold me in the palm of your hand. Watch me flow between your fingers like a river through the land. Snakes slither in the sand. You told me who I was in hopes that I become what you wanted me to be. But I know who I am and I know what I've done. So the brackets you assign get bent, gone free at no charge. If you pay attention to the blood around the scar that spells out imperfection, and don't think that your shit don't stink. You're barely afloat and your ship's gon' sink. Not that I want you to drown, but you've been talking to the clouds too much, claiming you can walk across the sea, but you're not grounded enough to get aroused when we touch. Teeth to the sky, baby don't cry. If you remain silent, mama's gonna be what she set out to be before she dies. The sun will sleep deep inside the beast behind her eyes. You better learn how to invest in a message that sparks interest in. Less a connection is made. There's no need to pump anymore. Feel into your engine. This is infectious. This is the moment that you twisted. You wouldn't let it unwind itself, so it fell into a vicious cycle. Apply the pressure on the cut. The prisoners made up their minds to make their own bed, alive forever in the mud.
Hardworking, hustler, Jesus, centaur, 5,000 muscular genius. Beat merchant, you're a customer, fiendish. Lone wolf boy, crepuscular, teamless. He of the trees, preferred the returns. 33 and a third degree burns. The slippery snake, a cold remorse slithers. Unbridled hybrid, codename, horse withers, old flame. Goat killer, seaworthy, boat builder. Not just my tongue, but my teeth and my throat silver. Read the thesis, defender of Dionysus. The original, no remakes or re-releases. Enter the technical support center. Short-tempered rappers despite appetite for instruction. The mentor, Stonehenge to Magnesia, revenge of the centaur.
This is infectious. This is the moment that you twisted. You wouldn't let it unwind itself, so it fell into a vicious cycle. Apply the pressure on the cut. The prisoners made up their minds to make their own bed, alive forever in the mud.
Roll it.
Scraps is on the mic. Always get the action. With another one. Check it out. I got the Mick Jagger swagger, so I always get the action. But like the Rolling Stones, can't get no satisfaction. Run with the best of them, limits keep stretching them. I throw a bone cause your dogs will keep fetching them. Records keep setting them, fans I keep getting them. Foes keep testing them, the streets keep repping them. I'm sick and twisted, my brainwaves afflicted. All from eating shrooms in public bathrooms. Tripping, ripping, fat tunes lifted. Scraps is on the track, drifted from reality, but now the kid is back. Can't be stopped, top deleted, exceeded, repeated, dropped, overheated, misleaded, cheated, defeated, and knocked. No jack rules of heights, got a style on my own. I'm like hip-hop's Oliver Stone. Treat these rappers like the ozone, I'm breaking them down. My vocals like aerosols, spraying the sounds. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then pop your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then pop your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. We put the high in Ohio, the ill and illegal. Like Steve Miller, flying high like an eagle. Never sober, burning like a supernova. Master like Yoda, doing yoga with the Dalai Lama. Telling mama jokes straight from these paper skillets. My strokes are different like Arnold the Willis. Got you bobbing your head like oral sex when I flex. These concepts from the burbs and the projects. Let's take it back to the basics. Bubble through the matrix. I'm talking 91, rocking A6. Gather round, my ladies and gents. I get you smoked out like Navajo tents with no vents. I rock the party like Biz Marquee. We can do it fast and slow like Tai Chi. If you're living high and you're feeling ivory, you're loving this record in the new style. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then pop your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then pop your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. It's the toe jam. It's that dirty, grimy shit. anyone, join the enemy. Try to be a friend of me because they smell insanity. Hashing the cash, playing the game, you get a penalty. I burn you mentally, specific or just generally. I'm stronger than some Hennessy that's aged for a century. Technically or basically, there's something you should do for me.
Get up, stand up, throw your hands
Yo,
up.
rapidly, I practice the artistry of mastery. And while you're talking flat of me, I focus on the tragedy. You know I'm living it up, never giving up what? You know there's more to life than making a buck. I keep reflecting on the love and the props. Every plug that I got, my style's tight like it's snug and mad hot. If you're chilling in the front, I'm playing the back like a mullet. Get up, stand up, throw your hands up. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then bob your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. Wave your hands from coast to coast. If your hands are tied, just wiggle your toes. If your toes be froze, then bob your nose. Uh-oh, said here we go. Uh-oh, said here we go. Uh-oh, said here we go. Uh-oh, said here we go.
You gotta go for it, man. Don't think like clubs. You gotta think big, live show. You know what I mean? Write the music, get it going on, man. Don't give up, man. Just go for the limit. You know, go for the stars.
I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. My dog died.
When you were 6.
Really? I guess I've never gotten over it. Dark cloud constantly hovering over me. I've been a bad seed ever since the ovaries. Mama looked at me and told me what it was. Said boy's got a shadow big enough to block the sun. When it's all said and done, I'm comfortable and numb to the fact that I'm constantly sweating under the gun. But it's worth it, ain't it? My friends think I'm famous. My manager wants to put his foot inside of my anus. Haven't got a decent night's sleep now in ages, and all I got to show is empty loose leaf pages. It piles up, but that's the life that I'm used to. Pressing up against the knife with a loose screw. Sing the blues and everybody assumes you could use a little old-fashioned down-home talking to. I don't talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust. Truck broke.
You ride the bus.
Well, it never showed up and it really sucked. Stormwater constantly filling my cup. Been a hot mess ever since I was just a pup. Papa looked at me and told me what it is. Said boy's got a weight on his shoulders no one can lift. Tried a couple times and honestly I admit it's a bitch, but I kind of appreciate what it did, cause it's worth it, yeah? The world gets a laugh when my girl's telling me I could benefit from a quack. Haven't got a moment in forever and a half, and they wonder why I'm drinking like a pirate in a crash ship. That's it, no more, no less. You should learn to be as comfortable with your mess. Sing the blues and everybody expects they could be the one to save you from the depths. I don't wanna talk about it, get it off my back. I don't wanna dance around the subject. You and I both know better than that. I tried to make the best of it, but in the end it didn't really mean much. Leave me with a fiddle, sitting by the piano, breathing in the dust.
skin. The greatest trick that's ever played was to take away my friends. I got your face engraved into my flesh, so I could try to make amends with that day I won't forget in Minnesota. I flew in so that we could both record. Me and Christoph Crane were supposed to go on tour. Nobody answered, we were knocking on your door, and when they carried out your body, I was staring at your shoes on the floor. Still the answers never come. Your funeral was beautiful, it captured what you loved. I sat there in a stupefaction by the hugs that I gave your family members, growing sadder by the months, But I won't dwell inside the ends, and that's not what you would want. You would tell me find connections to the world and to tell them my confessions. The hell that I invest in is a part of something bigger. Words that you would write, they would carve into the center, right on target, so they start to fill my heart up with the letters. Shadows have shadows, and it's darker than remembered when the story has an ending to the part I had together with my friends. Makes the heart grow fonder of the time before the absence and the night spent trying to imagine. When you played, I was blinded by the magic you displayed. I tried to reenact it in a way. I need the dark today to see the stars decay, cause if I can fall asleep then I could dream we are awake. Another shot of Jameson and PBR to chase. Another conversation in a CD bar to play, right? Man, the side of me's the worst when I'm terrified that all the leaves of dynasty of dirt. But you believed in me, and I believed your words. So in turn, I believed in things when I would need the courage to move on. On and on and on and on it goes. When I'm not enough like the songs that you had wrote. I wanna honor all the art and progress that you showed. I miss my confidant and honest talks allotted on the phone with you, Mike. I wish that I could hug you again. It's getting harder to pretend, and I can't undo what's been. Thanks for being someone I could come to, a friend. I hope I make you proud. I love you. The ends.
Isn't a person just a collection of their mistakes and also their kind of undoing of their mistakes? I mean, what else are you? You know, you're always just the reaction to the bad parts of yourself, I think. And I think that's what is kind of like a driving motivation behind any human being who wants to continue to grow and live life, is they're looking at their flaws and trying to go beyond it. And I think that a person, you know, essentially dies when they think that they found themselves, you know. Unless you want to admit that you yourself are not an individual and are just part of a whole movement of ideas and thought and culture and humanity and furthermore the universe and everything. Unless you really feel like that and you're walking through walls, you know, you are always trying to find yourself. And it's usually a person who believes that they've found the answer, found the end, that there actually is a psychological end. And then what's the point of doing anything after that?